Yes, you read that right. I decided to marathon at home in one day. That's over 1,250 kilometers. I felt good and wanted to get home. I'd been away from my family for 9 days and I missed them. Besides, a night in Swift Current just wasn't something I was wanting to do right now. This is where the prairies are good. You can hammer out miles as the highway is all divided and relatively straight. Alright, we're just heading out of Portage La Prairie. I'm heading for Swift Current and we'll see how I feel when I get there. I may actually just bolt right for Calgary. We'll check it out. Giant Coke can. Alright, let's hit the highway. I got a lot of miles to lay down today. The weather looks good right now, but I'm hitting 3 provinces today, so a lot can change. We are just taking a pit stop in Moosomin, as this is where my brother and I part ways. He's going to head southwest towards Estevan, and I'm just heading straight west to Calgary. I always hate these parts of the trip, but everything has to come to an end at some point. Stopped, grabbed coffee and some lunch in Moose Jaw. I've put on, I don't know, probably close to 600 kilometers today. Feeling good. I know I'm going to need a few more breaks before I get back to Calgary, but at the moment I think I'm going to push it. But let's see how I feel in Swift Current. Every time I head home from a trip, I always seem to be racing these things. Except this time I'm in Swift Current, not Calgary. I decided not to put on my rain suit as this was just a localized storm. It was a bit of a hot day, so this was kind of a nice cool down, although it did lead to some serious swamp ass later on when the sun came out. I went from a nice cooling rain shower to opening all the vents and the zipper on my jacket just to try and stay cool. The scenery on the prairies can be a little constant, but the weather will always keep you guessing. It was starting to get late in the day. By this point, I was overheating, so a bottle of Gatorade and an ice cream sandwich were definitely in order. Are we there yet? How about now? When are we gonna get there? I'm bored. Are we there yet? Ow, stop that! Damn it, quit it! So to sum up, that's a giant teepee, moose, train, creepy banana, turtle, province, fish, Canadian, Falls and Gorge, lighthouse, cobra chicken, loony, nickel, King George, chair, field of canola, mosquito, curling rock, Viking, Coke can, and one giant long ass ride to get home. So a very good trip. My bike is a little dirty. I'm hoping that's bug ick that got washed around in the rain. Bike worked great. No issues. The only, let's call it a hiccup I had was my voltmeter went from about 14.3, it went down to about 14, and it stayed there for about 15 minutes until I stopped in Dunmore to get gas, and I took a break to have a ice cream sandwich and some Gatorade. Let the bike cool down a bit. It didn't cool down completely, and then when I started up, everything was back to normal. I've come all the way to Calgary, which was another 300 kilometers, reading 14.2, 14.3, all was well. So I don't know if that's an indication maybe that my rectifier is about to go bad, and if it is, well, it can go bad because I'm home. Maybe it's just a glitch in the system, I don't know, but all went well. If that's the only hiccup on a trip that was over 6,900 kilometers for me, I will gladly take it. My beautiful girl here worked flawlessly. I'm so proud of her. So obviously now she needs a little TLC, like an oil change and a wash. So a couple things here. You'll see I've got like a scuff mark on my tire here. It's not damage, it's just a scuff mark. One of the bolts for my saddlebags is a little longer and it protrudes into the fender just a bit. The roads in Manitoba, especially Winnipeg and Brandon, were so bad, I bottomed out my suspension and rubbed my tire on that bolt. Fix your roads, Manitoba.